It means that the local, state, and federal programs that Black Americans have depended on for assistance with housing, employment, education, healthcare, and food will be strained due to the significant increase in competition due to the explosive growth of the immigrant population. Black Americans will no longer be the priority of policymakers when they decide how to allocate resources. With Hispanics/Latinos representing 25% of the U.S. population by 2065, they will also have a major political and economic influence in the society, and therefore, will more than likely have a seat at the table in Washington, D.C., especially in those districts where they hold majority populations, like Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. It would not be far-fetched to assume that the Hispanic/Latino populations in those states alone will elect not only local representatives who are of the same ethnicity, but also, senators, state representatives, and governors who are Hispanic/Latino. This will give them significant power and influence in the U.S., especially since Texas is the energy corridor of the nation. Even more, with a 25% population, the Hispanic/Latino community will have a strong chance of putting not one, but several U.S. presidents in office from their ethnicity. What's unfortunate for today's Black Americans, as all of this unfolds, is the fact that their foreparents fought for centuries to level the playing field so that future generations would have a fair chance at life, liberty, and the pursuit of justice in America, only to arrive at a time and place where their descendants would face an even steeper challenge than they did coming out of slavery and the Jim Crow South. Today's Black community will face a new racial divide that could potentially paralyze their socio-economic growth as a group of people, especially when taking into consideration that they are already divided among themselves and lack the cohesion prevalent amongst other groups that are much better positioned than they are. Simply put, the Black American community, in its current state of affairs, is in no position, neither socially, economically, or politically to compete against two larger opposing forces, i.e., white and Hispanic groups, who have historically not been their ally. We are witnessing a new form of mass discrimination in the form of mass immigration that will be used to totally displace a vast majority of Black Americans and drive them into a permanent underclass with zero wealth.